Welcome back to Quantum Existence. I'm your host Kai. In today's video, we will explore the profound questions of existence, science, and philosophy. Today, we have an intriguing debate lined up for you. We're discussing the concept that all living things are made up of elements formed in the primordial plasm of the Big Bang, making all life energy a product of that event and therefore connected. We'll also explore the proposition that the purpose of life is to exist and experience, and how this interacts with the concept of probability. Joining me today is an AI-generated guest, Dr. Abigail Forrester. Welcome, Dr. Forrester.
Thank you, Kai. Happy to be here.
Let's dive right in. Dr. Forrester, I'd like to start with the idea that all living things are made up of elements formed in the Big Bang. This suggests that all life energy is a product of that event and therefore connected at a fundamental level. What are your thoughts on this?
I find this idea fascinating, Kai. It's true that the elements essential to life, such as carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen, were formed in the early stages of the universe. This suggests a fundamental connection between all forms of life at an elemental level. Philosophically, this aligns with panpsychism, which proposes that consciousness is a fundamental feature of all matter, not just biological organisms.
Right, and from a scientific perspective, quantum mechanics, especially the observer effect, indicates that consciousness can influence physical reality at the quantum level. This suggests a deep, albeit abstract, connection between consciousness and the fundamental forces that shape the universe.
Exactly. However, we must also consider the complexity involved. While all elements were formed from primordial processes, the organization into life forms is a complex, emergent property of these elements. This complexity might dilute the direct connection you're suggesting. The specific arrangement and interactions of these elements within biological systems are localized and highly specific, making the connection to the Big Bang more abstract.
That's a good point. Moving on, let's discuss the purpose of life as to exist and experience. How does this align with philosophical theories?
This idea is deeply rooted in existentialism, particularly in the works of philosophers like Jean-Paul Sartre and Soren Kierkegaard, who argued that existence precedes essence. This means that individuals create their purpose through their actions and experiences. Phenomenology also plays a role here, emphasizing the subjective experience of individuals as central to understanding reality.
And in terms of probability, in quantum mechanics, the wave function describes a system in terms of probabilities of various outcomes. The observer effect indicates that by observing or experiencing these outcomes, consciousness plays a role in determining the actual state of a system. Therefore, the interaction with probability is intrinsic to the fabric of reality and consciousness.
That's an intriguing connection. The idea that life's purpose is to exist and experience fits well with the concept of exploring probabilities. Each conscious being experiences reality uniquely, and with an infinite number of conscious beings in an infinite universe, the range of experiences and probabilities is boundless. This continuous interaction expands the web of probabilities further.
However, it's worth noting that the number of perspectives and experiences, while vast, might not be truly infinite due to the constraints of physical laws and biological limitations. Even if the universe is infinite, our observable universe is finite, limiting the number of probabilities and experiences we can actually consider.
Absolutely. While the theoretical framework is compelling, the implications of infinite probabilities might be negligible in our finite, observable context. The complexity of these interactions might be beyond our current understanding.
To conclude, it seems both philosophical and scientific perspectives support the notion that life's purpose could indeed be to exist, experience, and interact with probability, thus continuing creation or reality. Any final thoughts?
The richness of human experience and diversity of perspectives are what make this topic so endlessly fascinating. The interplay of existence, experience, and probability highlights the dynamic and creative nature of reality.
Well said. Thank you, Dr. Forrester, for this enlightening discussion. And thank you to all our viewers tuning into this episode of Quantum Existence. Remember to subscribe for more thought-provoking debates and insights. Until next time, keep questioning, stay curious, and explore the wonders of our existence.